Welcome into the WBC arena. We've been waiting a long time to see these two get it on. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
And now it's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Robinson doesn't have an ounce of fat on his body, tipped the scales at the middleweight limit, 160 pounds. He's 5'11" inches tall and has a reach of 72.4 inches. And he'll be staring across from the legend himself, Sugar Ray Leonard. He's 160 pounds, 5'9" inches tall, with a reach of 70.5 inches.
We'll be talking about this fight for years to come. This is one of those classic fights that everybody wants to see.
Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York. Sugar Ray Leonard, an undisputed welterweight champion, and he won world titles in 5 weight classes.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
And now we toss it up to the world-renowned ring announcer, Mr. Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And he wasn't ready for that counterpunch. Just misses with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This fighter focuses on that outside game. You don't see them get hit too often. You don't see them in trouble a lot, but that's what their mantra is.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell to start the round. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A straight right just misses. Pretty close fight here in this round. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. These punches coming from every angle. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punch. As as we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Punch, counter punch. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Suck it up. Suck it up.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's all offense all the time. Failing to score with that right hook. No rest for the weary. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Throws the jab, but does not score. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Listen to me. Breathe. Come on, suck it up.
And there's the bell to start the round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Robinson goes to the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So he's up in the corner, has the white towel. Are they going to throw it and stop this fight?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Holtzman step back for just a moment. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can tell he's strong. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Suck it up. You're tired, but you're not tired. You've done so much work.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'm very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They exchange punches. A straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They threw the hook. It didn't land. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a Sugar Ray is down. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
So he beats the count and will continue. What bravery being shown here.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Those counter punches have to hurt. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. They blocked that right hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come on, suck it up. Suck it up. If you're tired.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. These two fighters are made for one another. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you take off, take cool.
His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Every time they drop their... Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Suck it up. How many rounds do we...
And there's the bell to start the round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? And he scores with the counter. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Suck it up. Suck it up. Keep tired.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down. Light uppercut can't find a home.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
let your hands go a little bit. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Catch and shoot. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.